questions that I got last night. And I was thinking that I get a ton of questions on Tumblr and Instagram and things like that. And I don't know why I don't share them here with you guys. So I'm going to start sharing some of the questions that I get and my responses, because for me, it's actually really easier to express myself through typing or writing than it is for me to talk, as you can see. But yeah, so I'm going to be reading the questions and then going through them. But if you guys do follow me on Tumblr or Instagram, you can ask me any question you want. Tumblr is just a great place, like if you want to ask an anonymous question. And I always answer, I pretty much answer every question that I can get to. Some of them are repeats though, so I think that these videos will be beneficial because I kind of get sick of answering the same question over and over again. But it's nice sometimes to just get the same questions, because then sometimes like my perspective changes or things change, and it's just nice to get like a fresh outlook on it once in a while. So today's question is, I'm not going to read the whole thing because, okay, I guess I will. She says, "Hi, I'm just wondering if you're still eating the same amount of calories as you were in the starch solution, or if they've gone up a bit like Raw Till 4 style. I can't imagine feeling satisfied on 2,000 calories a day, but I gain weight eating more than that. Haha, what should I do?" So I feel like I eat the same amount of food, but honestly, I don't know how many calories I eat in a day. Like I've said a million times, I don't count calories. And that's my number one tip for this girl, is to stop counting calories. Reason being is that hunger and satisfaction are very mental things. So when you constantly are counting calories and you're constantly thinking about food, whether, you can have this or that, or if it's too much or it has too much fat or whatever, this just like really creates a sense of deprivation, because mentally you're saying, I need to count calories, I need to lose weight, I'm not good enough as I am because I need to be this certain way that I'm not. And all that this does is just keeps you stuck in this place of not being good enough or thin enough or fit enough or whatever. So I say it's like the law of attraction, and what I would suggest to her is reading the book You Can Heal Your Life by Louise Hay. I actually just started reading it, and it makes a ton of sense, and I've done like a ton of stuff with the law of attraction over the years, and that book and Kamal Ravikant's book, Love Yourself Like Your Life Depends on It, really changed my perspective of the whole law of attraction thing, because I was actually watching some Louise Hay on Oprah last night, and she had another guest on there who was saying like, like the law of attraction, it's all about thinking about positive things and visualizing yourself with the things that you want. But this other woman that was on the Oprah show was saying, if your wants and desires come from a place of shallowness, like you only want to be thin because you'll look better and you'll fit into size 0 jeans and you have a thigh gap and all these shallow reasons, it's not going to manifest, because it's such a shallow like dream that it doesn't have enough power to manifest itself. And if it did, it probably would manifest itself in a very unhealthy, wrong way, like an eating disorder or something like that. So back to this question. So what happens when you stop counting calories and, essentially give up on dieting overall? You kind of shift your focus to eating healthy and being healthy and focusing on health and eating whole plant foods in whatever quantity you want, whenever you want. And what happens is you actually eat less, because you aren't depriving yourself and you're not setting these like limits that you have to stick to every single day. So you stop eating as much, you stop binging, you want to be more active. And why all these things happen is because you suddenly feel good. You're not feeling like in this stuck place where you're just like, I'm not good enough. You look at yourself in the mirror and you just think all these terrible things every morning, and you're like, I don't look like her. I don't look like, whatever. But going on, I think the biggest problem with weight loss and the reason people fail so miserably is because we don't love ourselves. And we're constantly judging and nitpicking everything about our bodies because we don't look like the girl in Vogue, but the girl that's in Vogue doesn't even look like the girl in Vogue. And when we judge ourselves and criticize ourselves, how does that make us feel? It makes us feel terrible. Like, you wouldn't want to be around a friend who says the things that you mentally say to yourself. You won't want to be around somebody when every morning you wake up and you look at them and they're like, you look like shit today, or you are bloated, and, you know, just whatever things that you say to yourself in the mirror. But if you wake up every morning and you tell yourself, you look beautiful, I love you, you're gonna, like, feel so much better. And it's just because you're focusing on loving yourself where you are right now. So why do we do this to ourselves? Why do we judge ourselves and criticize ourselves? It's just because we've always been taught, like, no one's perfect. No one wakes up in the morning, they look great. And, like, every girl that you see, you know, says, oh my God, I feel so fat today. I just look like shit, blah, 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 blah. And, like, that's just the way that society has conditioned us to think about ourselves, that we're not good enough, that we need makeup to feel better about ourselves, that we have to be on these diets because we have to lose weight, because we have to fit into a size certain dress for whatever, so we can get, you know, the handsome guy that owns his own business and have 2.5 kids and a fucking fenced-in yard. Like, it's just the way that society has conditioned us to think, and, like, we don't need to think that way. So I go on to say, we need to love ourselves from where we are right now. And I promise that once you do that, I promise the weight will just naturally start to fall off of you, because you're not focused on weight loss and you're not focused on counting calories. Like, think to yourself, how would you feel if you had the perfect body? You would feel amazing. You'd feel confident. You feel sexy. You would feel happy, full of energy, whatever. Like, you'd want to go out and do things, and all of these other good things would be attracted to you. Like, you're just going to want to eat healthy. You're going to want to go for a run. You're going to want to feel better. You want to do all these things because now you're going to feel up here, and you're just going to want to keep staying on that vibration. When before you were down here, you know, you were thinking, like, terrible things about yourself. And when you hated yourself and you were constantly saying, like, I don't want to be in this body, I have to count calories, I have to diet, I have to do all these things because I don't like the way that my body is right now. Like, you don't feel good. You feel hatred, you feel jealousy, you feel anger, you feel depressed, desperate. Like, it's just not a good feeling, and you get stuck down here in this vibration where you just attract things that don't feel good to you. You attract, you know, binging, you attract being lazy, you attract your house is like a fucking mess. Like, everything just becomes a mess in your life because you're down on this, like, low vibration, and it just keeps radiating into your life, and it's hard to get out of it when you're stuck in this depressed, low vibrational, like, mood. Well, it's your life. Like, you can choose whichever path to take, but my advice is to just tell yourself that you love yourself just for one day. Just one day, be like, okay, this crazy chick on YouTube was challenging me to just tell myself that I love myself as much as I could for one day, and I'm going to do it. Just do it for one day. Say to yourself in your head, I love myself, I love myself, I love myself, like, constantly. Even if you don't believe it, even if you don't care, if you think that this is stupid and I'm stupid, like, whatever. I challenge you to just do it for one day and see how that day goes. And then tell me in the comments below, because it's going to change your life. I've been doing this for like 3 weeks, and I can't even start to tell you guys how it's changed my life. Just, like, I feel so much better. Every morning I wake up and I'm, like, alive again. You know, I haven't felt like this in a long time, and it was because I was stuck in that low vibration. I was thinking, like, all the time, even when I was losing weight, like, I was just thinking, like, I'm not good enough. I can't, you know, like I'm not in the body that I want to be, and like all these people on YouTube think I'm a failure because I keep changing my diet and like all of this stuff. It was just, I was stuck there. And like the last 3 weeks, everything has been so great, and like amazing things have happened in my life. And if you read the Kamal Ravikant book, you'll see that like he says it's magical. It is magical. And yeah, so let me see if I said anything else. Yeah, that's pretty much all that I told her. And I know that's not like your normal dieting advice, but it's the best advice that I can give you. If you get out of that dieting mentality, you're going to start to live again, and you're going to be like somebody who never ever has to think about food or calories, and that is just naturally thin. Like you have people in your life like that, right? Like people you grew up with, and there was this girl, all she did was eat whatever she wanted, and she was naturally just thin, and everyone hated her. Like you're going to be that girl. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you want me to keep doing like these Tumblr questions and the questions that I get on Instagram, give this video a thumbs up. And I have to go get ready for work, but I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you very, very soon. Bye.